Johnson, very elegant, 10 group ones, and now the greatest of them all, the Melbourne Cup. Goes to Cleary, Nathan Cleary! Oh, wow! Cleary's won it all himself! Love and Willie, yes he will! Will he do it? Wins the Trackside New Zealand Derby!
No, Mike, you might. Welcome back to another episode of the Good Punts, up to episode 13 now, so we're ticking along. Hit the lucky mark, actually the unlucky mark, some would say.
Hey, it is Friday 13th this Friday too, so unlucky, who knows?
Oh,
lucky, or unlucky. Who knows?
Sweet. So we're joined in the studio today by Ferg, boy from Shitland, Queensland. Mate, how are you after game one?
I don't know. I don't remember. Heavily disappointed. Actually, surprisingly, I thought they weren't too bad considering the team and some areas that they let themselves down, but ultimately still disappointed. How about you, you big blue? How about you, brother?
Yeah, mate, it was great. Great performance. It was a close game. I tell you, I was shitting myself when our tour went off at the half.
Yeah, could have been huge, eh? Could have been a blowout.
Yep.
For sure.
It's good. Sweet. Before we hook into it, we just jump into a quick sponsor shout out. So you got Tough Luck Workwear. If you use the code Good Punts, you get 10% off on their website. I'm just checking it out now, and they got a bit of a sale going on a few things, so definitely get amongst it. And cheers to the bro for supporting us. And then also FitZone for giving us Lenny, I guess. Without Lenny, all this won't be happening, so got to shout out the boys. Sweet. So we hook into some Good Punts first. So This is just the slips that people send in of the hits they've had over the week. So we've had a few come in, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
First one is from Sam Jones. So this was a bit of a multi I chucked up actually on my betcha. I think I had 61 people on it. So the bro chucked $100 on it and got back $1,200. So he'd be pretty happy.
Oh.
AJ and the Raiders into Penrith and Taruva and into Shy 25 points in OKC win. So quite an easy multi, but
I like the alternate try scorer to win, eh?
Lenny told me today it boosts the odds massively, man. So it's like $3.
100%. Yeah.
Like, wow. I'll take it all
exactly.
day.
No, and especially when they're like prolific try scorers like Taruva and AJ. It makes sense when you know there's going to be points scored but predominantly those are going to be the people scoring it, and then when you're confident in outcome, why not, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Sweet. Another one, Montel Graham. So he had $5 on a multi, so he did well in the game. No one else did well in, I think. So he had Fletcher Sharp, Haumuli, Schiller, Tommy Talau, and Ponga. So he would have loved that last try.
He would have been absolutely cheering. Even the Schiller try, both late in the game. What a legend. How much did that pay out, sorry?
$800, $160.
Off a fiver?
Off a fiver. You'd take
Love that. Love that. Good man. Even when Ponga caught that ball at the end, I think he was shocked. He was just hey, we're going to win this? What the fuck? Oh, how good.
Sweet. Another one from Gandhi. Come from the dead, Gandhi. We got a $5 multi. $5 multi return $260.
Oh,
nice. Papali, Kaloa Matangi, and Raiders win. So, bro loves a prop try.
Did they only pay that much?
$52. Yeah, I thought it would pay more, eh?
Bro, Papali was paying $10 on Bet365 alone.
Shit.
And then Kaloa Matangi would have had to be paying at least fives, right?
Yeah,
fives.
Easy. Yeah.
And then Raiders to win, man, he needs to look at finding you. Unless it was a pitcher?
Nah, TAB.
Well, that's his fault. He needs to get on that pitcher.
Should have went to pitcher.
I've got one as well. Have you finished, or you still got a few more?
I got a couple more. We'll jump to that.
Sweet.
Lockie Galvin. Someone had $10 on him anytime. Orlando. They returned $80. Speaking of Galvin, I think I had a multi on Galvin and Burton at $20 odds. That was a mean hit.
That's unreal.
Yeah. Blake Prince, $10 on that multi I put up, but he took out the NBA league. Pussied it out, I guess. One of the boys. Sweet. Who's this? NTS Ingram. So he had a $5 multi return $400, which was a Kohler first, second, or third try, into Ali Katoa first, second, or third try, into Asako first, second, or third try, into Leka first, second, or third try.
Oh wow!
They shouldn't pay that well, eh? Like $400 for that.
And Liquor first, second, or third.
Yeah.
What the? And he was paying like $6, $5 anytime.
He paid $11. Yeah.
For first, second, or third.
Yeah.
Man, I reckon that should be higher, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's still you got to take that win though.
Yeah,
take that win. That's
Sweet.
good.
Another one. All these $5 bets, man. Bevan Cochrane, $5 into 786. So he had a couple of ponies. He had Coleman, Jolly Star, Benegal, and Party Crasher, top 3.
Crasher.
Yeah, Party Crasher. Into Dallin, Kale Ido, and Dallin one try. Dallin and Ido one try combined. So that was that same game I chucked up for that game.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, nice hit.
Like that one.
That was it here. What do you got?
Alrighty. So I had I put it in our little group chat, but I backed each one of the Warriors bench players because I knew through the middle we were going to be a bit better, a bit faster, and so the bench was Jackson Ford, Laban, Tana Stowers, and Vaimonga, and so I put $10 on each of them, $50 outlay. No. Sorry, and then I also added in Aaron Clark because he was juicy. So I had a $50 outlay, and then Vaimonga scoring at the highest odds of $29 anytime. Crazy, eh? So $10 into $2.90. A little gamble responsibly, but I was out with a few mates drinking at the Howard Smith Wharves on just after this game. So as he scored, I'm cheering with the boys, sinking some pints, and then I'm like stuffed, a little bit tipsy. Go into the next game, $25, first try scorer, Shibasaki for the Broncos at 17-1. Bang, $425. Next minute, my account's looking loaded with $650 in there, laughing, absolutely laughing. So finished the day, paid for the beers, happy as Larry.
Yeah, nice. This Shibasaki goes well, eh?
Goes real good, eh? And he backs himself a lot, which I like. So if he gets half an opportunity to score, he always takes the ball. He always holds it, which I don't mind. You know, a lot of tries go missing when they start tipping on.
Speaking of Shibasaki, old Lenny sent through a couple more actually, but he chucked them on the wrong thing. But I'll read the bad anyway. So he had Shibasaki first try, like yourself, $15 odds.
Nice.
He had Jolly Star and In Flight, a multi. So I think he tipped them both on the potty last week.
Yeah, nice.
They paid $5.75. He had Wires to win at $3.10, which was just crazy.
That's huge. I didn't see that odds. I seen us at $2.40 or something.
Oh, they were $2.80 midweek. I was like, what the
hell? Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Starford Tour, $3.30, who's been in a bit of a try-scoring run.
So. Oh, he's been on a great tier. He's the same thing as Shibasaki. Like, he loves to back himself and he's not afraid to hold it and go, have a go.
Shit, yeah.
Hey, I'm glad to hear the boys got some wins. Good stuff.
Good weekend. Sweet. Let's jump into some questions. Do you want to start with yours?
Yeah, mate. So I have got one from the Māori CEO. He said, best golf punting strategy for someone who doesn't really follow golf.
Oof.
Do you follow much golf?
Not really. You got us on the side.
I got you. Here we go. I was saving it for the US Open. But I'll help you out. I honestly reckon with golf, it is a massive throw of the dart. You know, some players definitely prefer different courses, but you know who's in form and who's not. It's so hard. So generally, I like to back a few people. You know, Omen's always come into play, and then people who are in form. So I was actually looking at this today, and I put it up on my story. But like Rory McIlroy he's the world number 2. He's been world number 2 for like the last 8 years or so. In the US Open for this weekend, he has come second the last 2 years in a row. Came top 5 the year before that and top 10 for the year. So he obviously really likes his course. He's having a bit of troubles in form, but you know, hopefully his ability to you know, just get back to comfortability at this course will help him. And then players like Ryan Fox, for me, like someone who's He's a fan favourite. Kiwi, bit of omen. He's in form, come off a win last weekend at the Canadian Open. So someone like him, he'll be my roughie of the week at like 121 odds. So it's pretty cool because like it's quite hard for people to to pick a winner, but there's so many bet markets. Like Ryan Fox to make the cut, which he's made the cut the last 2 years at this tournament. He's paying like $2.10, $2.30, and the cut is after round 2. So you play 2 rounds with the whole tournament, and then they make the cut, and the projected cut is usually like 50 or 60 people, and then everyone outside that gets the cut, and then you play the weekend, they call it, which is the last 2 days of the tournament, and that defines the winner. But finding your market, which you really like, is I think what I enjoy. Even top 20s. Colin Morikawa, he's come top 15 within the last 3 or 4 years at this tournament. Finding those markets that you like, I think, is the best way. Trying to throw the dart and hit the bullseye for golf is near impossible. So it might be a bit what's it called, off-putting if you don't hit the winner because it's so hard. But pick something that's a bit more manageable. Best Kiwi to best New Zealand to place the highest, or best Aussie to place the highest. There's so many different markets, but enjoying the golf is my favourite. Just watching a guy come home and it's a good watch.
Can you? Yeah, you're talking about these guys at like $100 odds. Can you back them early and then cash out? Like if they make the cut, surely their odds.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
make some money from that.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's another good way too, because like a lot of these players who haven't been that far and that deep in these big majors, they don't have that mental stability to continue to grind and grind out these major players. So like someone like Scotty Scheffler, who's the world number 1 and probably one of the second best golfers in the world ever. He if he's even like top 15, top 20 when it comes into the weekend, he's probably going to win. Like he's just got that resilience where he nothing phases him and he gets a lot better. Where like players like Minwoo Lee, I think it was not the Masters just been, but the one before, he was coming like top 4 or top 5, and then the last day he had like a 5 over round or something like that and just drops out. But Minwoo Lee's a great shout. He's an Aussie fan favourite. Let him cook. He's about $121 odds as well. So, you back a few of these roughies early, let them make the cut, get into day 3. Hopefully they play well and then maybe pull the pin, cash a bit out. It's not a bad shout.
If you say that Minwoo Lee's 475 for Aussie leader first round, so you had a good early start last time. You could go on that.
Exactly. See, there's so many good markets. I love it. And you have a good, and that's why like the multi I put on today. It's not overly outrageous, but it is hard. Like even Warren come top 5, but Raheem Neiman, he's my roughie. He's probably like $30 or $40 odds. He's from the Live Golf, kills it in Live, but then when it comes to back in the PGA system, something just doesn't click for him when he just doesn't seem to turn up. But the cool thing is that anyone can win on the day and over the weekend, and sometimes amateurs can get the chocolate. So have a throw, and if you like a name, if you like a player, just have a go.
There's so many markets; it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I just scroll through it and just kind of keep looking, and like you find so many random different markets, like top. Top, it would be like who to win without Scotty Scheffler. Like they remove different pieces and stuff like that, and it's you just find what you want to find. All right, shall I keep it going?
Yeah, we'll jump into some golf later.
Oh yeah, I feel like I covered it. Sorry, Ray Nicole. Apologies. He said, "How's the boys' NRL fantasy season going and ranks?" I'm not in fantasy this year, so I'll leave this up to you.
Oof. Season's a bit rough. I think last year was way better. I think I was top 500 last year.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit of a shitter. I'm 18,000 right now, but I've kind of prepped for these Origin rounds, so
true.
Ready. No trades this week,
Come back.
which is good. Yeah, come back. This is where you make up the ground on people.
What's the total? Like, how many people is there? Total people? So 18,000 out of...
Well, I wouldn't know. Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, massive. So last year for me to get top 500 was mental.
Yeah, that's epic. Because last year in Sportsbet, they had Sportsbet tipping. It was like 240,000, and I was 800 and something. So I was in the 0.1% or something like that. It was cool.
Did you do the NRL tipping?
Yeah, I do. I actually have a ESPN tipping comp. I have every year. So $1,000 top prize, and every week top tipper of the week gets a free on the bench hat. Or I've just got fly around on the bench shirt merchandise.
Nice.
Yeah, it's easy way to give the merch out. You know, less demand. I just you win this, and then it keeps people tipping throughout the whole year, because a lot of people, they drop off halfway through if they're not doing well. But then, you know, last year we had someone round 26 who was coming like 105th. They got perfect round, top tipper, and then they won a hat. So, you know, it's a bit of a cherry and makes people want to keep tipping. Alrighty, from Ray again. He said, worst NRL haircuts. That's a good question.
Shit. I'm trying to think of Fennell Blake Aladdin one sticks out a bit. Aladdin Fennell, what was it? Aladdin Blake. he got a bit of stick for a day.
I feel like there's some pretty crook ones though.
Yeah.
Didn't that guy from the Sharks, the big guy, didn't he come out with a pretty crook cut one time? I can't remember his name.
The one that stands out is Kafusi, the older.
Oh yeah, Kafusi's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Half of them they start crook, and then they come into like trend, and half the people have them. So it's like not even like, I don't even know. I
guess where the footy brought back the mullet.
Yeah,
all these players like Pappenhausen rocking a
100%. Yeah, and I like it. I wish I could grow long here.
Yeah,
not like curly here. Sorry, I can't really think of too many. Too many crook ones. I do love a good punishment haircut though. You know, like a real ugly bleach blonde one. They're embarrassing.
Speaking of that, what about Fisher's goatee? That's a.
I'm putting that up there. I'm putting that up there. Actually, as the nominee. Oh, bruh. Hey, like, I actually quite like Viliami Kickout's one, like where it's kind of like tips. But what is doing with the goatee, bro? Oh man. All right, I had Trent Mathers message in. He said, Coach Carter running today, load up. I personally loaded up, and it didn't jump out well, and then came around the bend and just didn't look like he was boxed in. Jockey didn't look like he wanted to give it a go at all, just stayed behind, came out a bit later, tried to go the inside, no momentum, ran like 8th or 9th. Pissed me off. Short favourite with short second favourite with a really good opportunity to get a dominant win. But we go again, Trent. We go again. Appreciate you sending that through though. And then Ray for the last one. He's got betting wise, what players / markets have been a cheat code for you? That's a good question. Cheat code. You must have a couple of little numbers you like to rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
get the little bank builder up.
The old running a player from the opposite team that you think is going to win, that boosts up.
Yeah, good shout.
Odds a bit. Back in the day, I think everyone's caught onto it now, but the NRLW used to be the bunny maker. The old I remember when it first came out, Hufunga was paying. You know who Hufunga is?
The centre, Kiwi centre.
She was paying $51 to score a heady once, or something ridiculous. And she's scoring 4 tries a game. She scored 5 that game, and we were like, holy heck. So she was a bit of a hack for a while, but they've caught on to it a bit now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess, the game's changing now. I reckon 6s are a bit of a Becker running 5'8", Metcalf, Mam, those type of players. You can make a bit of money while the market's still adjusting to it, but they're pretty quick to catch on these days.
No, absolutely. I like a good NBA one, like, you know, a consistent, even just like for a multi builder or a little double up. Like for me, Brook Lopez to score like 2 3-pointers was huge. So and then every once in a while I jump on. Giannis sometimes would blow out to like $4 or $5 to do one, and he'd usually attempt like 2 or 3. So like Brook Lopez, Giannis, I used to really run them for like 8 weeks straight. I went what's his name? The Claw?
Kawhi.
Yeah. I went Kawhi rebounds and points over at around $1.90 every time. So like it'd be around 27.5 or 28.5, and he would average like 31. And sometimes, like, if I was really feeling it, like against a certain opposition, then I would go like 28, 29, 30, 31, 34. And like I hit up to like 41 the max, and he got like 41 points and rebounds. And like, because he just goes so hard late in the third quarter if the game's on the line. So you just know he's going to step up. And man, I just keep telling everyone, just back this one bit. Just do it. He's an animal. But like when they're a shit team, he'd never play the fourth, and that fucks me a couple of times. But just when teams don't turn up, it's like, what the hell? They're supposed to be a tough team, and then they're like, oh, rest.
With NBA too, I guess the other one is the centers off the bench. I find that pretty good if you want a long odds double.
Yeah,
I
true.
think I hit a good one last year. Nick Richards was like $20 or $30 off the bench.
Oh,
and
true.
Like, if like I think the starting center at that time was Plumlee, who's a foul magnet. They get in foul trouble. It's just you're on.
100%.
Centers playing starters minutes, and centers get rebounds for breakfast. So.
That's it. Gotta love those.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Well, they're my questions. They are mine.
I got a
you
couple.
Get many? Nice.
NP576848. Sounds like a.
I'll just start floating.
Who gets the first try in Thursday's game?
I have to go. I was actually looking at this earlier. I really like. I think it was either Brittany Quarter or Hiroti.
Yeah.
So I really like him, and I like Tig Wilton. Even though Tig Wilton's juicy, I think it's really good. The matchups.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but I was looking at it earlier, and I just remember thinking I really like Tig Wilton, and I like that whole left edge. I think,
for sure.
I think the Sharks are really going to bounce back, and they're going to put a big old score on them.
Yeah.
So, but Hiroti loves a try, and what's his name? Dragon's right center can't defend. Moses Sully. Sorry, cuz. You're just too big. Lateral movement ain't that good, bro.
Yeah, nah. So, I don't mind Sione Katoa for a bit of a price, I think.
Yeah, first game back?
Second game. I think he played last week. He was a bit niggly on the injury, but...
True.
Isako got a double down the edge last week against Dragons, so...
True.
Will be a bit of a target zone, and he always seems to score early, then goes to sleep, so...
No, fingers crossed. No, I like that too. He'll be in my multi for sure.
Yeah. Last one, Blake Prince. Who do the boys think will win the NRL this year?
Come on, cuz. Come on, look at that. Hey, you guys got to make the top 8? Nah, I reckon you'll be in there, I reckon you'll be in there.
I reckon teams don't want us to be in there, Us and the Panthers are those teams you don't want.
Yeah, I think the top, I reckon the top 4 is pretty much cemented. And then the bottom 4 will be Panthers, Broncos, as much as I don't want it, Roosters, and who else was I thinking? I was talking about today.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about Sharks, maybe.
Yeah.
Undecided. It's a bit of a stretch because, Tigers could take that. Rabbitohs could take that. It really could go multiple ways, but I think those other 3 are pretty much rock solid. Cowboys could steal it, It's
for sure.
Stuff for grabs. Dolphins, fuck me, name of the whole competition.
I think in terms of winning, Storm of that team, they've got the finals team in them. I think if they're in the top 4, I say they will beat the top team. If they're 4th, like where they're right now, I reckon they can beat the Bulldogs in Sydney. I just think they're that kind of team made for finals.
For sure.
So I think they'll be there. It's just whoever else is there. If the Warriors keep playing like they're playing, Warriors will be there. They're playing crazy. Their bench, I think the impact of those 2 guys off the bench, well, now Lick is starting, but those 2 new fellas, Vomorga and him, they just changed the game, Even Sam Healy on the weekend, man, he just stood right up. Those guys are
exciting,
Yeah. The Warriors haven't had that depth that far down for a long time. They've had the same guys coming off the bench every year. Bunty
off 5. Yes.
Now they've got these guys that are energy players that actually break the line. So
they're future superstars, absolutely. They're genuine future back rowers for us. So they're really playing and filling their role perfectly, and that's going to be a big part of us hopefully going deep in the finals and taking it out. But the team that you just can't deny their form as Raiders. I think Raiders have been out and out, like genuine contenders, and I think the Dogs, as well as they won in the weekend, I think they've just got that they've got something that's I just don't fully believe it. Like the kind of rockiness with the Galvin, the Mahoney, and even just their team. I feel like they if there's one team that's going to drop out of the four, it'd be the Dogs, and wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Raiders, man, they're just the definition of grit and grind and
for sure,
work ethic.
I agree with you too. I think the Sharks are a bit of they're on ice right now. They've lost their last two against shit team, well, not shit teams, but like teams they should be beating. they lost the Roosters. So I can't. What am I on about? but they should
in
have
theory,
won.
Though, yeah.
So I think
losing no Origin players as well. That's a real big kick in the guts for them.
Yeah. Sweet. I think that was us question wise. So we'll jump into. Before we jump into the mighty sport of NRL, we'll look at a bit of NBA and rugby finals. So we got the Thunder Pacers tomorrow, I think, Game 3. You've been watching the series so far?
I watched the first game and was shocked by Halliburton. I thought it was done. Yeah, down by 15 in the last quarter, and then Halliburton's special. I think he's pretty hard done by not getting player of the whatever conference he's on, whatever side that is. It's a bit rich.
Video though, did you see it?
Yeah, he's like getting photo, and he's like kind of move forward. And then they're like,
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah. Hey. No, I reckon if they win, he gets player of the he gets MVP for sure.
Yeah.
But then, sorry,
you go.
Oh no, I was saying, but then that second game, like you had the bet. What's his name? Shy. Yeah, Shy. He was always going to get 30 plus points, and they were always going to bounce back and win. It's very rare that you drop a lead when you're such a good team, and then come back the next week to drop it again or something like that. Yeah. So I'd be surprised if they drop another one. To be honest, they had that reality check, and but Shy to get 30 points every game, fuck. Lock it in the bank. Actually, put that on someone to tally it up. Hey, that's a question for earlier.
Break. So I think Thunder should be too good. Be interesting now. They're in Indiana, so I guess we'll see what away crowd does to them, if anything. Betcher has a nice boost on tomorrow. So Jalen Williams, who's had 15 points the last 5 games, and Siakam. Both of them to score 15 points is at $3, boosted from $1.60, I think. So be all over that. I think it's a good boost.
It's a good boost. Yeah, it's a good boost.
They've kind of cursed the last 2 boosts. They've run good boosts in my mind, but they've all lost. So third time lucky, I think.
Hey, that's the way.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a good game tomorrow. And if Thunder win tomorrow, I think that's the series done. If they lose tomorrow, Pacers get a bit of momentum. So
get some confidence up, I reckon.
Yep. Sweet. Bit of rugby. So Crusaders Blues on Friday. Be a good game.
Love it. Clash of the North and the South.
I tell you, Blues freaking beat my Chiefs, and they were that one team no one wanted to play that first round. So I think Crusaders, like, the hot favourites, and I think they'll be a bit worried. Like, the Blues are probably that one team that, they're a finals team. They're like the Storm. Yeah. You don't want to play them.
That's right.
Caleb Clark, $2. He hasn't scored all year, which is just crazy.
So, he hasn't scored a try all year or mini?
He hasn't scored a try all year.
What the? How does that happen for a winger?
I know. Especially an All Blacks winger.
And I just seen he got re-signed to 2029 or something.
Yeah.
To the All Blacks, yeah. Good on him. So hopefully he's hopefully he goes well. But that's crazy. I can't believe that.
So $2 to score on Friday. If it's going to happen, surely a big game. So I'll be all over that. And then Chiefs Brumbies on Saturday. Chiefs get their second chance. They got to win at home. I hope they win at home. I hope the Blues win too, so we get a Hamilton final.
Yeah, true.
Chiefs and Leroy Carter. So I think that's the multi to play at $2.20. I'll be taking that.
Who's Leroy Carter?
He's a young Steamers winger. He's probably the next All Black coming through. Good player.
Yeah, mad like that. Because I heard Brumbies were a bit robbed. I mean, Hurricanes were a bit robbed by the Brumbies in the weekend.
Yeah.
Heard there was some average riffing, but I didn't witness, so I'm not too sure. You'd concur? You'd agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think Hurricanes should have, but like
That's
even a
48.
ref. I don't think a ref controls the end result. Like teams find a way to win. So
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Resilient teams do, at least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, should be good watching if you are watching. I don't know what time the rugby is on actually, because last weekend the Chiefs clashed with the Warriors, and be interesting to know the viewing numbers, because I say everyone would have watched the Wars.
Especially in New Zealand, that'd actually be really good to know. Yeah. Geez, they really need to do better, because you don't want to be like losing your prime times. I mean, your prime viewers just because you're stubborn and don't want to give up your prime hours, for sure.
Yep. So there we go. Chiefs clash with the Roosters on Saturday. So yes, I won't be watching.
Do the Warriors have a bye?
Warriors have a bye.
Fuck, stink.
They actually got kind of set up. Hey, they have a bye both Origin rounds going forward, so they don't get.
No way.
Yeah, nah, that's their
bro. NRL, thank you. Thank you. Oh no, that's bad, isn't it?
That's bad.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. It's only good. It's only good if we had lots of Origin players. Yeah, true.
I would say the Warriors have the easiest run home anyway, so it's probably not too bad.
Well, now you put them off on us.
Have you seen
I can't believe that.
It's ridiculous, their run home.
What, Panthers?
Oh, Panthers, Broncos, and then you got Tigers, Knights, Titans, Dolphins, Bulldogs, Dragons, Titans, Eels, Manly. There's a lot of
too easy.
There's a few winnable games in there, I think.
Oh yeah, they're all winnable games this year.
I mean, they play the Panthers next Saturday. After
so they'll
Origin.
be back. So they'll be backing up.
Are they going to fly them Origin players over?
Sure, they probably will. For the Panthers need to win. Yeah, Panthers need to win. But that's even better for us. I'll take any result of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Saturday too, so they only get a 4-day, 3-day.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday. Not even like 2 days.
Yeah, I like that. And a 3 p.m. game. And where is the Origin game? Do you know?
Is it Perth?
Sorry, because that'd be way better too. I can tack it on.
I will find out for you. It is
it is Perth. Off the stadium.
Oh, bro.
Oh, bro. Load up now. Wires 13 plus, baby. That's good.
Sweet. So let's jump into some NRL now, as we're talking about it. We'll do a bit of a recap of last round and any punts we hit. So Thursday night, we had the Knights come back and beat Manly 26-22. In terms of good punt hits, we had Haumoli at $2.55. Really good game.
Like that.
But yeah, I thought the Manly were just going to run away with it at the start. They came out hot and then just fell off. We needed Clayton Fowler, I think it is, to score a couple of tries, and Garrick doesn't pass.
Yeah, I had him too. Him into Olaquatu into Manly, so I was a bit disappointed on that one.
Yeah. Speaking of that, actually, I didn't read it out, but it just made me remember. Someone sent me a slip that they had, but just via message, and they got fucking lucky. So where is it? Stephen Kelly. So he had a multi, $40 returned $780. So he had Manly to win, Storm to win, Broncos, Raiders, Bulldogs, Dolphins, Wires. But because Bet365 do the early payout on Manly.
No way. Yeah.
So he won because they were up at the half.
I love that.
Saved by the bow.
Clip that for Bet365. Shit, that's a promotion right there. Oh, how good. You don't hear that too often.
Nah, fuck that.
Good on him.
Wait, second game, Storm 38-14 against the Cowboys. Hughesy was on fire that game, I can tell you that.
Oh, he had a blinder, eh?
So that was actually the Storm's first one against the Cowboys since 21. So it had been a while.
Oh, I did hear that, yeah. But then, I heard that stat, but then, there was no way in the world I was backing against back of the Cows, eh?
Yeah. So another one, fucking Nelson, eh? As soon as he's near the line, you just...
I backed him. I backed him. I had I'm trying to find it. I usually take a screenshot of my wins, so I don't usually have too many. Nah, but I can't find it. But I had like $50 at like $7.50 or something.
Yeah,
so
nice.
I was pretty happy. Yeah, it was a good way to start the weekend.
Yeah, for
Big
sure.
Nelson. Too big, too strong.
I think the last 2 weeks, I thought about it and I didn't fucking back it. So Nick Meaney scored in the same zone that Stafford he made labored his son the week before. And then Meaney came out.
I had the same form lines for my Punters Club. I had Nick Meaney and Storm to win for my bet for my Punters Club.
Yep.
Loved it. I loved it. As soon as he went through, I was just like, that's exactly how I wrote it.
So that'd be one to watch this weekend. Dolphins against the Cowboys. That same zone, maybe.
100%.
Next game. Dolphins 56-6 against the Dragons. That was a bit of a buck game. So the potty were keen on, I think we went 100% this game. So we had Hammer. It scored 4 tries in his last 2 for versus the Dragons. I think he scored another 2. And then we mentioned the Farnworth streak. So he had scored every game, well, like last 6 games, but he had never scored against the Dragons. So we were saying one of those streaks are going to break. Yeah. So obviously it was the not scoring against the Dragons because he got a double, did he?
You did. Yeah, he did.
You did he got a late double.
Yeah, last try. That was great. I had a good win in this one as well. I had Farnsworth, Hammer, and the left winger.
Bostock,
yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, very happy with that.
I was too hitched on my money man Tuipulotu and all my bets, and he fucking got injured like early. Yeah. So we got refunds, but like.
Yeah, that sucks, eh? Yeah. I had him in one. I had him in one of my bets, but I really liked in that game the Dolphins either wing to combine for 1+ try. Yeah. So I had a few of those, and then I had also with Herbie and the fullback. So they were paying around $2.20, and I just had a bet on each of them. So there was some good double, triple ups.
Nice.
Something. Yeah, happy as.
Sweet. On to the next. I can tell you this one blew a few multis. The Warriors 40-10. I think it was your theory that the Warriors have been winning close games all these games. So I'm like, shit, it's gonna be another close win. Yeah. Betcha did a boost where it was like Dallin to score and was 12. On any team 12 and under was like $4.50. I was like, fuck yeah. This
Too hard to say no to that. Yeah.
This is a get on. And then fucking Warriors just turned it up that second half.
There was no way I was thinking that they'd go that hard, like that well, that long. I was expecting the late, like come back of the Sharkies and it get back into a grinding top win, but the boys stayed strong, showed some resilience, and put on that scoreline that so many people have been asking for. So proud of the boys.
Dallin's had the first try last 2 weeks. Same kick.
Is he?
Yep, same play. So there you go next time.
Absolutely. But, it's just like kicking to Xavier Coates. You just or even Mark Nawanga and Wasi. Just put it in the air, boys. Just chuck it up. That's it. That's all you got to
do. Edo scored 2, so he's one of our tips, 100% for the season. But I've heard he's out for 10 weeks now or some shit. So
yeah, he's
bit of an injury.
Something. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, not good.
That was another one. So we had Metcalf. That was my value bet of the week. I would Metcalf and. How did Chanel score these full field tries, but Metcalf doesn't touch the ball? I was like,
bro, last week I had Chanel to beat Harris to win a big multi, and then this week I was like, nah, I'm going back to the Metcalf train. Next minute, Chanel gets a double. Wow, bro, that's classic, eh? Classic punting 101.
Yeah. That fish try was nice too. Thinking about it.
Real
that
good,
little fucking no look pass, bro.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, what else he got in his cavalry? He's pulling out all the tricks. Footwork, ball playing. He's going to put a little grubber through next week.
No Barnett, and you come out and do that. Fuck. How good.
I did see from Webby. Webby said something like with it, I can't remember the exact quote, but it was on the lines of like without Barnett, I don't want you to go out there and be Barnett, but I want you to go out there and like make him proud or do something, like to. And along those lines, it probably fucks it up completely, but it they really did come out and put their best foot forward and not let him down. So I'm real proud of the team for that.
Sweet. On to the next. The All Blacks won 44-14 against the Titans.
Bro, I could not see All Blacks, eh? Could not see that. Could not see that. I loved it. I loved it because they were playing well too. It's like, fuck.
That was sick.
Yeah, like, fuck, Reese would actually look good in the All Blacks. Oh, no, it was
Stags turned it up too. Fuck, he had a mean game.
About time, bro. I think, man, if I'm the Broncos CEO, I'm thinking, you know what, boys, we're just going to finish the year wearing black. We're going to keep this kid on. Keep this kid on. The only thing I didn't like is there's like, I think there was 3 people who didn't wear black boots. And it was Reynolds, I think he wore white. Reece Walsh, I think he wore white. And Ezra Mann wore pink. It's like, brother, it's mental health. It's all black.
Yeah.
Come on, if there's ever a week to just, you know, wind your nail polish in and wear fucking black boots, it was this week, bro. But, you know, they did a good job and they respected it. So can't crush them too much. But come on, bros.
Yeah, so the party were pretty keen on AKP that game. And I think he scored every game versus the Broncos. He had a double, so that was a good hit. We were keen on Cobbo too, but he got pulled out late, which was a bit interesting. And then Jesse Arthurs just didn't get the ball on that edge.
They did the old switcheroo, which pissed me off because I had Jesse Arthurs in my multis. But I think what they wanted to achieve is they wanted to shore up the defense on the right hand side. So they put, you know, Arthurs, who's solid, on the right, and then they put the young gun on the left. So young gun scores double. Shit, Ferg misses out on his multis.
And now Reese got a double too late. So.
Yeah, that was good. I love that footwork on that first try.
Yeah.
Spin. Hit spin.
I love watching him when he's playing main. Like, I think he's one of the best to watch when he's on, but he can be like, he can just turn it off. And
when he's frustrated too and he tries to do too much,
bro.
you just see him demise.
Yeah. Sweet. On to the next. Raiders 36-12 against the Bunnies. So I think what do we have? We had AJ had a 50% strike rate versus the Raiders. He was $2 odds. He's just been scoring for fun lately. So he got over. Ethan Strange turned it up though, like massive game for him. And I don't know how we didn't pick up the Josh Papali.
Bro, me too. I hate that. I love the open bet and I love a good you know, milestone bet. And I don't know how. I literally looked at him and Joseph Tapine because like I backed Tapine last week and I was like, Tapine or Papali? Nah, got to back Tapine again. So I backed him next minute. Fucking Josh with the double. The man.
The best part was I think I tipped over 47.5 points.
Yeah.
And Papali scored late to make it, you know, a kick to hit the 48. And I was like, fuck yeah, it's almost right in front. And then he gets the fucking kicky tee. I was like, nah, bro.
You would have been like,
shit.
Oh, that is good.
But he nailed it, eh? He fucking nailed it.
Yeah, even Sticky was shocked, eh? Oh,
yeah, fuck yeah.
I love that.
Great.
No, couldn't have represented himself better. That he just, you know, went out like an absolute star. Love it.
Sweet. Then on to 2 more games. Panthers 18-14 against the Tigers. That's not a convincing winner. Jenkins gets a hat trick for them, but they're just not
close
the same.
game. It was a good battle, and I like that from old Luai. But in terms of like, and obviously you had your bet with Taruva on the right and Panthers, but man, I would watch this game and I was like half falling asleep. I was like, I just couldn't care. It was a weird game to watch. I just didn't have much interest.
Yeah. I think I had a
both
multi
teams,
bet. What was my multi? I missed I thought I would have hit it. Where is it? So I had Taruva, Jenkins, Starfatoa, Casey McLean, and Brian To'o. $51 odds. I thought, I'm just waiting on To'o and McLean at the half.
Yeah.
Bruh, they had all their chances and they didn't score. There was that one where McLean was not there on the inside. I was like, bro, lazy ass.
And I thought McLean would have scored for sure because he doesn't mind a bit of a ball hog.
Yeah. And then To'o just wasn't.
Yeah,
I think he was just
interesting.
He was too busy focused on leveling fucking Luai. Flattened him. Sweet. Last game was Bulldogs 30-12 against the Eels. So I think it was a big crowd. You had 59,000 people on a Monday. Crazy.
That is good. Public holiday for all those people, though.
Yeah.
But still work on Monday, on Tuesday. So yeah.
Game of half scoring. So Moses, Burton, and Galvin all scored a try, which is would have been good odds. I backed the Galvin Burton at $20 odds.
I still didn't know how Galvin was going to come to the game, so I just stayed completely away. But
yeah,
should have known. One of them tries again. One of them, milestone type things.
Dylan Walker got over for his first Eels try. He's been playing good footy, man.
He's playing real good, eh? There was a good tip on by, I can't remember who it was, but it was a good tip on for him to go straight through.
Yeah. And I think Montoya killed someone that game. That tackle, I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, that was me and jammed in and smoked him.
Yeah.
I needed Zach Lomax too for my multi.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
He's saving it. He's saving it for Queensland. Sweet. So let's jump at some round 15. Only 5 games this round, so it's not good for a league fan, but it's good for when you're doing tips because shit's a bit easier. Sweet. So we got the Sharks Dragons first. Did you have anything in that game?
I'll definitely be going Sharkies, and I really like Hiroti. But I'll probably be going a bit wider on this multi because I think it's going to be a scoreline by the Sharkies, and I really like Tig Wilton. I'll probably put him as a solo. Britt Nakora, probably chuck him in there with Mulatalo, Katoa, maybe even Kennedy. Go the whole back 3 trifecta.
Nice.
Yeah,
I agree. I think Sharks will put up a big performance. They've won 30 of 54 against the Dragons.
True.
Katoa and Mulitalo both have a 50% strike rate. So if you multi those two up with the Sharks win, it's $3 odds. So take that all day.
100%.
And then Mawini Hiroti is $2.60. That left edge for the Sharks has scored every game this season. So
how do you say no to that?
Yeah, up against
What about this guy?
too.
What about this guy? How much is he paying? Do you know who that is?
I think so. I'd put up the odds. That's Talakai, is it?
No, it's Adam Fanua. Every time he scores, he goes
bro.
this.
Yeah.
Whoa.
$3.80.
Is that it?
It's pretty short, eh?
Yeah, fuck. But I'll probably hit. Chuck him in there with some others. Combos.
What's the next? Titans Manly. So I think it's gonna be a weekend of butt kickings. I reckon Manly's gonna flog them. They need to after last week.
They do, and I think DCE will have a point to prove.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised. And Tom Trbojevic back, so and Jason Saab's back, so you're gonna be flying in theory. I actually got invited to come watch this game down the coast because I'm going down the coast for the weekend. I said no, thank you. Jeez, I love footy, but fuck, I don't like it that much. Yeah,
sweet. A couple of them keen on this game, so that's actually my value bet of the weekend. I think Ruben Garrick at $2.45 is good money. 66% strike rate versus the Titans. 10 tries in 9 games, and he lines up in a zone that who scored there last week? Titans. Tony Staggs. Same zone that Staggs dominated last week, so I'll definitely be looking at that. And Turbo's scored 8 tries in just the last 4 games versus the Titans, so he loves that matchup, so chuck him and everything.
Like that.
Sweet.
Your team. Next
Knights versus Roosters. Hey, we need a win. Our season starts now because Sam Walker's back. So
is he back?
He's back.
Oh, bro, that's awesome. I'll definitely be watching this game. That's mad.
So they've dropped Sanders. I don't know what they've done. So they've got Sanders
put him to the bench.
And Docker Clay on the bench. So they've got 2 small pricks.
that's got to be smoke and mirrors or something. You just can't have 2 little boys. Not little boys, but little blokes on the bench. Not like that, at least.
So Savala's played some blocks. I don't know if they'll just chuck him into lock at some point.
But then you think he'd be more inclined to be on the bench then or something.
Yeah, you think so, right?
I don't know. But who knows? Obviously, they Trent, a good coach, but I'd be very surprised if those 2 start on the bench.
Or even they maybe take Sam Walker off, just play him a half if we're up. It's only his second game
you're probably
back.
right, eh? You're probably right. He'll probably be half game, so
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't be looking at him for any kind of goal scores or try scores,
so.
eh?
Couple of bets for me. So Dom Young, it's his last ever game for the Roosters up against his new team, or current old team, back to.
Why is this
he's going back to the Knights. He's going back to the Knights.
I thought he's going back at the end of the year.
Nah, after this game.
Oh shit!
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's a mid-year deal.
I just thought they didn't get to the agreement part of it, but
where is
it? Yeah, because that's a good shout though. I think Dom Young and Mark Nguanganutase is absolutely going to score tries.
Yeah,
they're both giants and they both love to catch the ball in the air. So both can take a mark.
They've agreed to terms for a mid-season transfer to take place after their round 15 clash.
Oh, that's so funny.
So he's going to stay there. He's going to go to Newcastle and just stay there. He's bringing his
imagine these brought bags. Eh? He's got his hired bloody truck moved down. Man,
yeah, I think he's a shot.
So touch wood, but imagine if he gets injured by a Knights player,
or if he just pulls like a Knights uniform on mid-game, like he does that rip shirt where you got Simbined, just the lights underneath, and fucking drops the ball all game.
Yeah, true that, eh? Oh, bro. That's a good shout. Because imagine turning up to training on Tuesday when you've just scored 5 tries against him.
Yeah. To be honest, he might let fucking Marju score some tries because he's thinking, Knights to make the 8. I'm in the Knights now.
But imagine if Marju just fucking takes his, or even it's probably Schiller just takes his legs out in the ear, next minute. Sorry, cuz I'm keeping my position.
Another one is Daniel Tupou. He's $1.92. He's scored in 7 of the last 8 versus the Knights.
He's also got 5 feet on Schiller.
Yeah. So they'll be kicking into him all day, I think. Especially with Fletcher Hunt on the other side. I don't think they want to touch that. So
yeah, it's good. True. Good shout.
Sweet. But yeah, Sam Walker back. How good.
I love that. Good on him. Sammy's a Brizzy boy. He's even came from Ipswich. I was coached by his dad when I first moved over, so gotta love him. And they don't live too far from me now. His dad. So when I go down to the local AFL club and have a few brewskis at their TAB on a weekend every once in a while, his dad's in there having a punt. So I always say to him, "How come you didn't get the Warriors job?" Because you know how the twins, they were the brothers, they were going for the Warriors job back then, Ben and Shane Walker. Yeah, but no, it's good. Good yarns. Good yarns.
Sweet. Cowboys Finns. I think this is Saturday night. Be a bit of a try fest, you'd think. So
100%.
Asako scored 8 tries in his last 4 versus the Cowboys. Betcha have him boosted $4.50 to be the first, second, or third try scorer. So I think I'll be all over there at $4.50. Murray Taulagi, 100% strike rate versus the Finns. And a player I don't mind who's coming off the bench, old Lemuelu. I think he scores a bit of tries, so I'll be all over that.
Man, he played awesome off the bench last week.
Yeah.
What's his name? And is it Furiaki or is it Lemuelu? Or do they both come from the Cows?
Furiaki's from the Cows.
Furiaki definitely did. So I can imagine he'll have some extra motivation. I don't really like Averillo at the back, so because I just like for the Dolphins. Yep. So I'm not sure how his ball play is going to be. Farnsworth, I think, is a good matchup against old
Braden Burns.
Oh, Burns.
Sure,
nice.
Vailea would be there, eh?
Me too. I thought that was a great matchup because Vailea is an average defender. But Tamalolo's back for the Cows, which is pretty cool. So it'd be good to see him how he gets back into it. But yeah, I quite like Herbie for sure. And actually, I'm torn on this game. Who's going to win?
I think the halves win it for the Finns, if anything.
Yeah, that's right.
No Dearden, but
that's probably the best shout. No Dearden. I really like Drinkwater. Don't mind him for ATS because he's a good hard worker. But yeah, no Dearden. I think it's going to be a big play. So good shout. I'll be going Dolphins.
Yep. Sweet. Last game of the round. Bunnies v Dogs. Should be a good game. Sunday. My best bet's this game. So I'm real keen on AJ. $2. Whenever they give me $2 on AJ, I take it. Scored 8 of the last 10 versus the Dogs, so he loves that matchup. And he's up against Blake Wilson. So I think it's Wilson and Carraz on that side. So There's no Crichton. I think Crichton's the defensive anchor on that side. When he's out there, I'll back it all day.
Kraz actually, he's currently looking to replace Tato for Origin,
Yeah,
so he might be out as well.
I was just reading the apparently they don't fly out to Perth till Sunday night, so they'll probably wait till after those games.
Oh, so he'll play, you reckon?
He'll play, yeah.
Oh, true, because I just thought they don't play him in case he gets injured. So
there is their risk.
yeah. But that's the whole point. I thought why they missed the round is because like I remember 2 years ago, Matt Burton was 18th man, and he got forced to miss the round beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I thought.
It's the same this weekend. That's why they haven't named him Burton. But Koloa Matangi's, 19th man, and he's named to start. So it's like,
yeah.
Anything else for this game?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's,
that is interesting, eh?
Mm.
I'm not sure. I could go either way with this game. I'd like to see our Sexton and Lockie Galvin match up. Kikau was incredibly strong last time, so I think he'll have a good goal to try.
Preston's back. He's the man.
Yeah, I'm torn. I think I'll probably go Dogs, to be honest.
Yeah. Sweet. On to our best and value bets. For me, as I said, my best bet, AJ all day. 8 tries last 10 versus Dogs. I'll be back in that. And then value-wise, Ruben Garrick, was it 10 tries in his last 9 games versus the Titans, and I think $2.45. He'll hammer it all day. So those are my two.
I like that. I'm just pulling together a quick value bet, not value bet, best bet.
Best bet.
I reckon my best bet for the weekend will be Marky Mark or Dom Young and Roosters head-to-head at $1.75. I really like that a lot. I think one of the two are going to score. They're two absolute ginormous men. So I'll be going on that, definitely. Sweet. And then for a roughie, who did we say earlier that I really liked? Take Wilton, baby. Left back row for the Sharkies.
I used to have a Wilton addiction, man. He can run a good line.
100. When he came onto the scene, he ran some real good, strong lines, and it pissed me off because I used to really like Talakai or something like that, and then he would come and sub him off, and then he would score instead of Talakai, and so then now I'm jumping back on the Teague Wilton. So hopefully comes through. I'm pretty sure he's at good odds too. It's probably relevant. Come on, Tiggy. Actually, come on, Fergie. Get more organised. Teague Wilton, $4.75, hasn't scored a try in a long time. That's my boy. He's due. He's due, baby.
I think it's going to be a try fest, so I'll be back all 13 of them to score, I reckon.
Might as well, throw it out there. Bloody oath.
Sweet. We covered a bit of golf before, but one thing I wanted to mention was, so Bitches got their boost of Ryan Fox to make the cut, as you were saying. So it's $2.50. Nice. I think that's worth backing.
100%. Love that.
Is it form?
Yeah, made the cut the last 2 years in a row. Likes the course.
Yeah.
Knows the pressure. Can make a cut. I would love to see him go even deeper.
And then, as you were saying, there's some great fucking markets on there. Even if you want just like a wild bet, like there's so many options there, it's ridiculous.
Like Tony Finau came second or third only a couple of years ago, and he's paying $101. It's crazy. Minerally, 126. Ryan Fox, 126. My boy, Joaquim Neiman, I always say his name wrong, is 31 to 1. Rory McIlroy, last 2 years, comes second. Top 5 before that. Top 10 before that. He's not in form, and his driver's going pretty bad at the moment. But $13, it's not too bad. But if you dig deep, find your market, see what you like, because there's some pretty cool ones. Even just backing play people to miss the cut's funny too. He's missed another putt.
One thing I did notice, I was because I was looking at it to make the cut, and I saw a name at the bottom. He's like the roughest. Phil Mickelson, wasn't he the GOAT once? Wasn't he a good player?
He still is, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if he makes the cut, but he is. How much is he paying?
$250. Which I was
he can do it, but he is a bit older and he doesn't hit it as far. But that might be a positive because this weekend is more about accuracy. The rough at I forget the course, but the rough at this course is ridiculous. You know, you're essentially taking a free drop, one penalty drop to try and get out where you're not going to straight out. It's a course where they're trying to just go for the low percentile plays, hit the middle of the green rather than attacking the pin. Finding fairways is probably going to be the difference. So that's why Rory McIlroy, I think it was 2 weeks ago, he got in trouble with his driver hit. It was non-conforming and they penalised him for it or something along the lines. A link come out and he got in trouble for his drivers. And then ever since then, he's just been out of rhythm with his driver. So he hasn't been finding the fairway. So $13, you know, it might look like a pretty bad bet after the weekend, or who knows, it might be good. But it's going to be a great weekend of watching. And the best thing I love about American golf is that Monday morning, at work, I get to just put my phone up on the little thing and just like, unless I got to be on side, then I don't care. But it's I just put my headphones in and just love it. So good, eh?
So you think a player's going to get 59 or better?
Oh, bro, no, not at all. I think the winning score will be like -4, -5. Yeah, it's they're saying it's one of the hardest conditions it's been in a lot of years. And last year, the winner was Bryson DeChambeau at -6. The year before that, I think it was -4. And the year before it was like -10 or something. So it's Some people have been saying, you know, it might even be like even par could win the round. Like, and that's crazy. Like if someone like you and I played there, would be shooting 200.
Mate,
like it's actually nuts.
I'm happy Gilmore, mate. We'll be fucking.
We'll be on there. Break par.
Speaking of that, when is that out? That must be out soon.
Yeah, true. I'm keen as for that.
Bro, hard. Sweet. So let's jump into some ponies to end the day with some ponies. We won't have a live bet today because sadly I'm on my work laptop and I can't pull up the.
You don't want that to be logged with HR.
No, it's got the ban on it. Like, I wouldn't give a shit.
Oh, true.
Can't open it up.
Oh, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it probably is. Sweet. But I can still pull up some kind of field thing. So I'll share my screen.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
It's just not actually odds. There's no odds on it. But
that's all right.
Sweet. So we got set up races on Saturday. I've done this last time too. I look at like the potty screen and I try and move the screen. And I'm like, hey, why are they moving? And I realize it's like mirrored your other screen. Sweet. So before we jump into the quaddie, a couple of early bets I like. So I like race 3, Twain. So I think it's $1.90. Probably my best bet of the weekend. Good form. It smashed him last week. 53 kilos. It should just win for fun.
Love it.
And then race 6, bit of a jump. Who doesn't like jumps? The Cossack and Nedwin, so they're the two best jumpers in New Zealand currently. And for them to run the Quinella, I think, well worth backing that.
Does New Zealand have jumps?
Yeah, bro.
What the?
I
thought they were banned.
No.
Yeah. Hey, just in Australia.
I think it's banned. It's not banned in all Aussie. I think it's banned maybe
is it like state by state? I've never seen it in Australia. Really?
Oh, really?
That's wild. No,
Aussie has the biggest jump races in definitely the southern hemisphere. All New Zealand horses go over to, is it the Bull? Warrnambool Bull?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, bro. That's funny, eh?
But yeah. So I think, the 1 and the 6 to run a Quinella there. Did you have anything at Te Rapa?
No.
Sweet. I'll just do a quick quaddie preview.
100%.
Short as. So the first leg, I think the 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8. So going a bit wide there, but I think those runners will get you through the first leg. Second leg, I think the 1, the 8, and the 14. So Ziggy Stardust is the favourite. Strong wide, but that doesn't matter in the wet. So I think that should be winning, but back it up with a couple of faves in the money. And then race 9, 2 and 5. So I think short here. Uduzo should be winning. And then we'll be in the last leg because we always are. 4, 8, 9, and 11 with a little place bet on Smoke Show at good odds. Sweet.
There's some big fields there, eh?
Yeah, shit, yeah.
Like that race 7, massive field. Oh, 8.
Yeah, race 8's huge. 22 runners or some shit.
Fuck.
Oh shit, the Queensland one now. As I said, I can't pull up the odds, but what I can pull up is Racing Queensland.
I'm just looking at it on my phone as well.
Eagle Farm. Sweet. So we usually just cover the quaddy leagues, but I guess we haven't really covered much racing, so I could just jump quickly into each race. Race 1. So I don't mind J-Mac in here. Where is he? Emirate. I think it's the favourite. Was a bit unlucky last start. I think easier field here. I'll be back in that. Did you like any race 1?
Nah. No. Oh, you'll be on Emirate?
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of party horses get round, eh?
Everyone loves a party.
Party crasher before.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't mind that, eh? Even like a 1, 2, 3 trifecta was pretty handy.
Sweet. Race 2. So there's a short favourite in here, I think. Where is it?
220 Transatlantic.
Yeah, but so the Kiwi horse, this is actually owned by Jace, one of the boys that jumps on the potty. It's his family horse. Me, Lenny, and him went out and seen it before it came to Aussie.
True. Which horse is that?
Number 4, Pierre.
Oh,
so it had a good first up run in Aussie. We were real keen on it. I think we backed it as a value bet, and it came third at like $6 odds for a place. So it was meant to run on the Group 1s over there, but it didn't make the field, so it's come to this race. And I think at $6, that's fucking well worth backing at. Like, the first run was real impressive. Yeah,
and a good barrier too. Definitely gives it every opportunity. So nice, 550. Take that.
On that. Sweet. Skip race 3. Just shout out if you have any other races you'd like one on, or I can just jump straight to the quad.
Yeah, if you just want to jump straight in, I'm not too.
Sweet. So race 6 is our first leg of the quaddie. Favourite's Kulachi. It's won its last 4, I think. Yeah, last 4.
Yeah.
Goes well. I think that's worth backing. Number 4's in my fucking black book, and I don't know why, but it's at $35 odds.
Or Da Vinci. I don't mind Jaden Lloyd, so.
Yeah, I don't know these jockeys, but I know the horse goes well for sure. So I think it'd be worth a shot.
Jaden's dad is Jeff Lloyd. He's like a Queensland racing legend. And his younger brother is Zach Lloyd, who races down in Sydney and Melbourne. So he's that gun. He got Apprentice of the Year last year or something like that. So they're a good horse racing family.
Yep.
So yeah, Jaden Lloyd's not a bad old jockey up here in Brizzy.
Didn't know he was Zach Lloyd's brother.
Older brother.
Then, number 8, J-Mac. You just got to have J-Mac and Waller wherever they go.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't mind the Navy pilot. He had that race in the last week up against Sunrays. Yep. Obviously, Sunrays was pretty good, but came third. Wasn't too bad of a run.
Yep.
I think Kawachi's a pretty good one in this race. 4 wins.
For sure. Sweet. Went to the wrong screen again. Race 7. So this is a Group 2. J-Mac's on the favourite here, and I think that's a real good horse. It's in my black book. Last prep, it was running in some big races, Group 1 Doncaster and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, fresh up J-Mac on. Yeah, I'll be on that. And I also didn't mind the 11 Floozy for another runner. Tony Gollan goes well.
Floozy. Oh yeah, on a win streak. I'll be on that number 5 just because my omens are my 1 and 5, barrier 5.
Yeah.
I mean barrier 1, number 5. So that'll be in there. And then hey, look, the brother of Jaden Lloyd is right on number 6 as well. So back home in Brisbane. But I like that 4 and a 5 for my.
Sweet. No, they just hit the 6. We got to check the 6 in as well. Sweet. Onto the Group 1. Race 8.
Oh, this is huge.
Your horse is in here, mate.
All of them are. I love 2 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago, I backed Yellow Brick to win the King of the Mountain in Toowoomba. Backed it all season, and it just demolished them all. I loved it, but hasn't had much luck this year or the season, so shows by the price, 41s.
Sweet.
Rothfire, baby. Rothfire.
Yeah. Ran good first up. J-Max on it too. That's fucking...
That is juicy.
That's huge, yeah.
Oh, I'll
$16
definitely get on
odds.
that.
I think it's well worth backing.
Man.
I also don't mind Private Eye. That's one of my favourite horses and
Yeah.
should go well in this field. And then, favourite War Machine's good horse. $3.20 is a bit short, but should be... That could be too good, but, it's that kind of field where it might not be.
Exactly. And how good. Some big races. Some big, good horses in there.
I think it's the last... Is this the last weekend of the Queensland Carnival? Usually
Yeah,
is,
I believe
right?
so. Yeah.
Sweet. So what do we have? 1, 2, 5, was it? Yeah, the brick.
Yeah.
And 7.
Machine?
Yeah. Sweet. Last leg. Just as you said, we're always in the last leg, so we'll be in the last leg.
Bring her home.
I think, This isn't a hard field, I don't think. I like Faulkner Park. A bit short, though. Militarize won some big races last prep, and I'm definitely not leaving out J-Mac in the last. And one of my favourite horses, Banker Choice, $21 odds. It's almost the rough of the field. I'll be chucking that in there. It goes well.
Yeah, I can't really say I know too much about these. Yeah, I don't mind Kovalika. I know that's had some good runs this year.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got 3 wins from the track out of 4, so it's not too bad. Jockey.
Sweet.
Nash.
Yeah, Nash.
Nashy, so yeah.
Yep.
Tough. But how many horses are that for the quantity though?
We've gone 4 each leg. It's not too bad.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Yeah. We sounded like we listed the field, but we didn't.
Yeah, bro. That other one, I was like, oh shit. I was just kind of reading out loud. Nice.
Sweet. Do you have a best bet?
Best bet for me. I'm just going to go with my boy Rothfire, J-Mac on board. That's pretty sick.
Nice.
So an each way value on that big dog.
Sweet. For me, I had Twain. Best bet,
Oh.
$1.90, but I think it'll be hitting. And Pierre for a bit of value. I don't mind Pierre.
Yeah, $5. I like that too. I'll be on all 3, I reckon. I need a win. Last weekend for me.
Yeah.
No gravy.
Nah, the ponies are getting to that season where it's the old mudders. So.
Oh, that's right, bro. I think there was a $50 winner in like one of the second races or something, and I thought to myself, I should just stop right now. Fuck, I wish I did, eh? I wish I did.
I know last week in New Zealand, the first 4 races, the horse paid $70 or some shit. It was ridiculous.
Holy,
Yeah.
jeez.
So
Man, you wish you were a wild. Yeah, you wish you were a wild punter, eh? That's crazy.
Sweet. I think that's us. Covered everything.
Me, bro. Man, is that
Sweet.
awesome? Love it.
Cool. All right. That's us.
Good shit, bro. All right,
Sweet.
well, no
Thanks
wires
for
this
tuning in.
weekend, but
Yeah.
up the Rooters
Got the Rooters, mate, and the Chiefs. Oh, that's a bit of a
and-
multi-ride there. Fuck.
and the Crusaders.
Oh.
Go the Crusaders.
Nah, I want the Blues, man. I want fucking redemption.
I want Rico to shut up.
Bro, don't even get me started.
Yeah, that's another podcast.
yeah. Nah, thanks for tuning
Shot,
in.
bro. Anytime.
Sweet. Thanks for jumping on, bro. All right, catches.
Ocean Park got up to all too hard. They hit the line. Ocean Park wanted to hit to all too hard.
It's a moment for heroes. Big throw. Johnson gets it
Very elegant. 10 Group 1s. And now the greatest of them all, the Melbourne Cup.
goes to